Well, it may not feel like it, but we are officially in fall. That means the fall respiratory virus season is back too. It's the time of year when doctors see increased levels of respiratory illnesses. But how do you know if it's the flu, RSV, or COVID? To help you understand the difference, this morning we welcome Dr. Vanessa Walker with Sutter Health. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
Always good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
So you were telling me that you were in the ER over the weekend. What are we seeing right now in hospitals?
Well, I mean, we are seeing some people with COVID, especially in the ICU right now, but mostly the flu has not really hit yet.
Okay.
So that's why this is the best time to go ahead and start getting vaccinated against flu and COVID.
So for people who may get sick, because of course, I think parents are also getting the notes from the schools, right? The sniffles and the hand washing. What's the difference? What are the big differences between RSV, flu, and COVID?
That's the hard thing. The symptoms are all very, very similar. You're going to have coughing. You're going to have shortness of breath. You're going to have fevers, especially in kids. Kids get fevers with everything. But the really thing that I think we need to all focus on is how are we in general in regards to our health? If we're somebody who's really healthy, doesn't really have a lot of health problems, you know, you probably can just push through at home. For people who have, you know, diabetes, chronic lung disease, heart disease, you really need to pay attention and get in to see your doctor because they can test you. Do you have flu? Do you have COVID? Do you have RSV? Because there's treatments that are going to be different depending on what type of virus that you have. So I really think the important thing is finding out what you have so that we can make sure we target the treatment in the right way.
Is there a time for the people who are generally healthy to go to the doctor? Like, what is that threshold that you would tell people, hey, you need to go in to see your doctor?
Yeah, I think if you're generally healthy, but you start having symptoms like shortness of breath, fevers that won't go away, just generally feeling, you know, you're just going to know you're not feeling like your normal self as you've had in previous viruses. Better to err on the side of caution and go in and get help anytime you're concerned about something. But especially for our children or our elderly folks, we really need to pay close attention to them and make sure that we're advocating for them and taking them in when they just don't look their best.
Yeah. One of the other things we noted is that the CDC is saying overall that people going to the hospital for respiratory illnesses is down, but COVID actually has surged. Why do you think that's happening now?
Well, fortunately, COVID itself is just not causing a severe illness as it used to. So we're seeing a lot of people in the community with COVID. I mean, you probably know a bunch of people that have had COVID over the past couple of months, but they're just not ending up in the hospital, which is great. We don't want people ending up in the hospital. A lot of that is due to people have antibodies against COVID, the vaccines, and just the virus itself is getting weaker. But we do see people in the hospital with other conditions that happen to have COVID. And that's, I think, what the majority of the COVID in the hospital is right now. It's just they have COVID with something else.
I see. And is there a new COVID vaccine out right now?
There is a new COVID vaccine out right now. And that's the thing is the previous COVID vaccines are not really effective against the new strains that are out now. So that's why it's really, really important everybody should get a new COVID vaccine. I'm getting the new COVID vaccine. Everybody should get it. It helps not only protect you from spreading it to other people, but it mostly is going to protect the severity of the illness. You just don't want to get knocked down. You don't want to give it to anybody else, and you don't want to end up in the hospital.
So I have to ask this too. So, you know, I remember when the vaccines first came out, right? It was the vaccine and then there were additional boosters.
Yeah.
What if you didn't get the boosters? Can you still go now and get the current vaccine? Does that still protect you, or do you kind of have to go back and get the boosters and then kind of catch up?
So you will probably need to go through a vaccine series, just if you've never ever had a vaccine previously. So that would be that process. But a lot of people who are typically the people who are going in for repeat COVIDs have already been vaccinated. It's pretty rare where somebody says, you know, I've avoided this COVID vaccine all this time. I think I'm going to jump on board. It doesn't happen very often. But for those people who are interested in getting a COVID vaccine, please show up. We'll take care of you. We'll get you whatever you need.
Gotcha. And really quickly, I'm getting the wrap from our producer, but the flu vaccine and RSV vaccines are also out.
Yes, flu vaccine, RSV, COVID, get them all. It's the best thing you can do to protect yourself and your family.
Dr. Walker, thank you. Always
Absolutely.
good to see you.